Week 2 of the NFL season. Let's get it. NFL Week 2 predictions. We're using ESPN's Pigskin Pick'em because I just want to have like a way for you all to see what picks are going to be instead of like having some kind of graphic just made every single week for it. Every single week we'll have our on the left, bottom right or bottom left of the screen. We will have our counter that just basically shows my record for Pick'ems. Last week went 10-6. Hopefully this week go better. Hopefully this week, the teams who should win their games, because last week some of the teams we thought were going to win didn't really pull it out. So let's get into the pick'ems. We'll talk about who's going to win and why I think they're going to win those games. All right, first game up, Eagles Vikings. Vikings looked very bad last week, so probably not going to pick them to win the game. And it's just the Eagles. Like, I don't really see a lot of games on the Eagles record where they're going to lose. I'm not saying they're going to go undefeated. They're not going to. They're going to split with the Cowboys, definitely. And their division always plays them hard, so they could lose to the Commanders. They could lose to the Giants as well. Divisions always play each other hard. The Vikings, they just something about the Vikings don't seem right, and they could be in a situation where it might be time to move on from Cousins. That could be like overreaction. But if you're the Vikings, you're in a window, and you want to make sure that window for Justin Jefferson isn't a small one. So it might be something to consider. Getting a Caleb Williams, or again whoever the best QB in the draft would be via a replacement. As the saying goes, it's better to get a QB when you don't need one than need a QB at all. So it's better to be in a pack situation where you can go from QB to QB to QB than oh my god, our QB sucks right now, let's go draft someone. But I'm not saying Cousins sucks, but he is someone who has a habit of losing close games and losing important games. In terms of predictions, we're going to say this. For now, we'll say 16. Packers Falcons. Falcons have a good running game. Packers run defense didn't look like a struggle, but I feel like that was mostly because Justin Fields is a very elusive quarterback, so that's why they struggled there. I'm definitely going to pick the Packers to win that game. I think until proven otherwise from Love, I won't pick against him. I don't know if Watson comes back this game. It's Tuesday. This video is being recorded after the recap video, so Watson didn't play the first game because of hamstring injury. I don't know if he's going to play this game. We did have Dobbs, who also had a band of hamstring. We're still waiting to see what the news is on Aaron Jones. So those things could be a massive thing leading into even a higher prediction of success. But I do have confidence that the Packers can handle the Falcons. So we're gonna make this one a 15 for now. Things are to change just based on as things goes on. Raiders Bills. Raiders, they look decent against the Broncos. A lot, like I said before, a lot of their success came off Broncos having very boneheaded penalties. So I don't really think the Raiders are a great team. But the Bills, after getting upset by the Jets, it's one of the things where it's like, will they come back hungry in this game? I want to take the Bills, but will they be hungry? Will they be like, all right, we need to go out here and shut this down? We had a decent game against the Jets. The issue there was turnovers. Josh Allen, you can't turn the ball 4 times. You just can't do it, do better. So will there be a game where they're like, all right, Josh, this is on you. Like, this is all on you. You're the quarterback. Don't turn the ball over. They can settle that. They'll beat the Raiders. We'll put it as a 9 for now. Ravens Bengals. This game will be a lot closer to these predictions look. The Raiders did look. The Ravens did look decent. They don't have J.K. Dobbins. But it's Lamar Jackson, and it's also a rivalry game, so they always play each other hard. The Bengals just got freaking thumped by the freaking Browns. This is a game that I wouldn't say I'm confident on. I'm going to take the Bengals, but I'm not confident on that game. We'll leave it at 1 for now. Seahawks Lions, kind of the same situation. I might actually move those two around. I know you were like, you're not high on the Lions. I'm not high on the Lions. I do think this is a game that they could lose. The Seahawks are a team who can win games. Like, I don't know what happened when it comes to that Rams game. I didn't watch the Rams game, but it was an upset. In my opinion, the Seahawks lost, and just like how the Lions upset the Chiefs. It could go anyway. I'm going to take the Lions. I'm not confident at all on this pick. I will tell you that right now. I am not confident at all on this pick because I definitely think the Seahawks can win it. but I'm going to take the Lions because I do think they just have the talent to outlast the Seahawks. It's going to be a close game. I can guarantee you that. Chargers Titans. Chargers played their hearts out against the Dolphins. The Dolphins, Tua had that fourth quarter from Tua was just insane. Him and Tyreek Hill were just nuts. Titans are just a sorry ass team. Bears Bucks. Again, these games are toss ups. I just don't think the Buccaneers are like an insane team where it's like, oh, there's no chance in hell anyone could compete with them. Baker Mayfield's hell inconsistent. He'll beat teams he shouldn't beat and then lose the teams he should beat. You know, Justin Fields is Justin Fields. He's going to have those chances where he might get the Bears a win with just his legs alone. We'll take the Buccaneers, but again, no confidence in that game. We're not going to change any of those three. Jaguars Chiefs. It depends on who shows up. If the Chiefs, who won Super Bowl, shows up, Chiefs are going to win that game. The Jaguars are playing the same way they played against the Colts. Chiefs are going to start the season 0-2. It's just that simple. Confidence-wise, when it comes to the points, we'll switch them with Houston and Indianapolis. And in that game, I'm taking the Colts. I do think Richardson is a decent quarterback. You know, this is rookie year, obviously, so he has a lot of chance to grow. They got talent. They have a really good tight end. So we'll see. You know, again, it's not a confidence pick at all. Niners, Rams. Rams look very, very good, but these Niners, dude, like these Niners, they're looking like something. Giants, Cardinals, again, no Kyler. I'm never going to pick Cardinals winning game if they don't even have Kyler Murray. Even if they did have Kyler, it's not a good chance they win like most of their games because you know they're not a good team. But without Kyler, there's even less likely of a chance of me thinking they can win. They want to change this one with the Rams. Jets, Cowboys. No Rodgers. Zach Wilson starting. Cowboys are looking to go scorch earth, prove everybody wrong. Again, they're going to win 12 games a year, and that's just the Cowboys way. I move them right down here. As like just a guaranteed 16 points. I'm going that confident when it comes to the Cowboys beating them. Commanders, Broncos look good. They just need to get it on the penalties. Solve the penalty problem and you'll win games. That's how it is. Russell looked good. Offense looked good. Defense looked good when they weren't getting dumb penalties. Solve those problems. You got something going. It's just that simple. You solve those problems, you got something going. Dolphins, Patriots. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun game to watch. It's a nighttime game on NBC and Peacock. Everyone should watch that game. It's gonna be a fun game. Patriots look like they can compete, but that doesn't mean they're gonna win games. If you know they compete, that's all back when you're gonna get to win games. Switch them with the Bills. The Bills, Raiders, and Panthers, Saints. Rivalry games. A lot of rivalry games in the first couple weeks of the NFL season. Going Saints. Not really confident in this game though. Switch them with Indy and Houston. All right. Last game for pickles this week. Browns, Steelers. We're gonna go Steelers. I'm not confident pick at all. Not one bit. I have zero confidence in this pick. But I feel like it's really hard to go 100% confidence in the Browns winning back-to-back games and losing back-to-back games. They could. This could be the year where Mike Tomlin finally has a losing season. He has never had a losing season his entire career. This might be that season. He's in a hard division, especially if the Browns are who they look like on week one, or it might just be the Browns. We'll see. We'll see what happens in that game. We'll see what happens when it comes to those week-to-week jumps and week-to-week adjustments. But I'm going to take Pittsburgh Steelers. Not confident at all. Who we're going to switch it with is the question. I think we can go Giants Cardinals. But yeah, those are my picks for week 2 of the NFL season. My big picks are Eagles over the Vikings, Cowboys over the Jets, and Packers over the Falcons. I think this is going to we had a rough week last week. We went positive. We went 10-6. You know, I do predict that I will have a better record this week. I'm usually pretty good at pick'ems. Like usually pretty freaking good at pick'ems. Last week there was some surprise wins, surprise losses when it comes to some of these NFL teams. But this week I feel like, you know, you're gonna start seeing people get more and more consistent, and you're gonna start by week 4. You'll start seeing like who the real identities of these teams are. Hell, it can be even longer than that. Remember, the Broncos had a season where they start the year 6-0 and miss playoffs. Did they finish that year like 7-8, or 8-8? To 7-8, 7-9, or 8-8 that season. They started off 6-0 and then just floundered the rest of the freaking season. So it's like, it's possible to start off really high and then, you know, fall completely apart. It's possible to freaking just go all the way. You know, that can be done. But you know, do your own pick'ems if you disagree, or you know, what would you, if you have like certain picks that you will say is like your big picks, leave those in the comments below. My me boy Anubis. I'll catch you guys on the next video or my live stream, which like every Monday through Friday, 3 from Eastern till 7 or 8 o'clock p.m. at night. Link is being in the description below for all of my links to all my channels, to my Twitch stream, things of that nature. Come by, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Talk about sports, even if not playing sport games. This week we're playing nothing but Starfield. Next week, Lies of P. We get to that. Punk's expansion. So come hang out, come chill, come enjoy yourselves. We're talking to Twitch streamer very quick. Also respond to my chat. I'll literally see your chat immediately, be a response to you. I'm very good at that. But yeah, y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Y'all stay safe. Be kind to another. It's free to be kind. Hope you all feel good both mentally and physically. I'll see you when I see you. I'm out of here. Deuces.